Hey guys, this is RolloutReviews with RolloutReviews bringing you another Bionicle review. This time it is set number 8536, Kopaka, Toa of Ice. This set was released in 2001 and contains 33 pieces. While the color-swapped parts and specific unique elements leave Kopaka visually very different from Tahu, constructually they are the same in a lot of ways. From the waist down, they are practically identical, the only difference being Tahu has orange legs and red feet, and Kopaka has gray legs and white feet. That also means they share a similar lack of articulation. He also has the same standard torso piece, even to the point where he's got that ball accent on his chest. The Technic parts in his gearbox are a light gray instead of black this time, something unique to Kopaka out of the 6. His shoulders are attached at a different orientation, you'll notice. Much lower down, makes him look maybe a bit more thin and laid back. It also means that he has a lot more outward movement in his arms at this ball joint, but forward and back movement is hindered on his left arm. You do have to remove it and reattach it at a 90-degree point to get his arm moving any farther forward. This arm has the best of both worlds because it's attached to the gear function, meaning he can go forward and back and in and out. This part is exactly the same to the right arm of Tahu, but he does support a different sword. I really love the design of this sword. There's nothing about it that really screams an ice theme, but it's still cool and futuristic nonetheless. He could use this to channel his ice powers and it would shoot ice beams, which is pretty cool. This arm is rather different. You can see that there is a white connector piece as his hand, and attached to that via a pin axle, he has this system part acting as a shield. It can spin, but it doesn't look rather effective. It's got all these holes in it. It's also pretty small. While it does the job well of being a round defensive tool, honestly, it looks kinda lame. Kopaka uses the Great Kanoe Akaku, Mask of X-ray vision, which allows him to see through solid objects and structures. Looks pretty cool, rather unique among the 6, being the only asymmetrical, with the 3 lenses on one side. This can attach to the underlying face, which sports some blue light piping this time, attaching it to the neck with an axle, meaning there is little in terms of articulation. Your only options are a sharp left, a sharp right, and a straight upward via this axle port at the back. Very limiting and very disappointing. Now, his mask, along with his gear function, allow Kopaka to participate in the Kanoe game. Turning this gear on his back swings his sword up and down, which is pretty cool. His shield also has a bit of practicality as far as the game goes, because you can bring it up and protect his Kanoe mask from your enemy. One flaw I've found over time is that his grip on his sword with age has loosened. This could just be on mine, but it is worth noting. It's also worth noting that he is white, and white Lego tends not to age very well. His white color fades with time, I find. It's much less vibrant. Him being white also means he seems to collect dust much faster than any of the Toa up on the shelf. The cold, analytical lone wolf of the team was always my favorite character among the Toa. Probably always will be. And while his set is not my favorite of the 6 Toa Mata, because of that, Kopaka has a lot of sentimental value to me. Despite his similarities to Tahu, I think every single one of the Toa Mata is unique enough that each and every one is worth owning. So, that is about it, guys, and this is RolloutReviews, signing off.